Good morning. So I slept in the shelter last night, as the rules state, but it was a really good first shelter experience for me. There were five people there, and it was a very large, kind of like nicely made shelter, so that made it a lot better. There were 3 people and then 1 couple. You might know them, they're the Vintage Hikers, and they're on Instagram. So everyone kind of got like their own corner in the shelter because it was a 2-story. So it felt very good. I'm like 35% sure there was a mouse crawling around my head, but it was warm in there. It was good, better than I thought. So now I started hiking. I think a lot of elevation gain. If I go 20 miles today, that will be my first 20, but then I'd also reach the highest point on the AT, so Clingman's Dome. I'm not sure if I'm gonna reach it because the weather's kind of sucky and I don't know, but if I have a good day, that's probably where I'll end up. Yeah, just walking today, lots of elevation gain. I was at like 4,600 feet elevation, and Clingman's Dome is I think 6,600 feet. So there's gonna be a lot of little up and downs today, but mostly ups. Well, the shelter I stayed at last night didn't have a privy, so I walked to the next one, and the comment said this was one of the best on the trail. So look who I found. I found the Vintage Hikers.
Hi guys.
Hey guys.
We met each other at Fontana.
Yeah.
We both stayed at the same shelter last night, which was what?
Russell.
Right.
And then this is our first little break, and now we're at Spence.
Was that how many times did you spend a night in a shelter before last night?
Last night was my first shelter.
Yeah, us too. Yeah.
So
It was a little weird.
a lot of first timers in there.
Yeah.
But it set a high bar, so you know, future
Yeah.
ones are going to be hard to stack up to that.
It worked out well because we all had our own little corner.
Yeah.
So we're all corona free in there.
Right.
And I did not see a mouse. I did hear that weird howling in the middle of the night.
Okay, yeah.
Did you hear it?
Something.
I wonder what that was. It's very
Yeah.
creepy.
Who knows? We all made it.
Yeah, we did.
We'll stay in a couple more shelters along this little trip.
Yeah.
So that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
See you, kids.
See ya. So this mountain is called Rocky Top, and I bet there's a great view on any given day. Just not right now. Maybe the lack of views are helping me push big miles today, so maybe it's a good thing. It's always been my dream to see an undercast, and that's barely one. I could barely see it, but it's the closest I've gotten. I know there's a viewpoint in a couple of miles, so maybe it'll still be there. Took about 5:30 to get my first view. I'm sure I'll get a couple more. I'm going up. Hi guys, I am 0.3 miles away from camp and I'm just gonna end the video here because I've got a headache and these happen and I know exactly how to deal with it. So I'm gonna eat as much as I can for dinner, take some pain medicine and try to go to bed as soon as possible. So I had a good day of hiking, and I'll see you tomorrow for Klingman's Dome and mile 200 on the AT. Good night.